today. This is a fun one. Thanks for hanging in with me. We're having a late lunch. Wouldn't it be fun if we were dining al fresco? I feel like those days are coming, don't you? Maybe you already have them because you live in a warmer climate, but I'm seeing sunshine happening in our side of the world, and I cannot wait for all these amazing spring items. Now, if you are on our email list, you got that get it while you can get it list of the 5 things you need this spring season to update, refresh, get in gear, get on board your wardrobe. And I'm going to break them all down for you today, including this dress that I have been waiting for to come in for many, many months, ever since we shot it in LA and I saw the original dress and I kind of lost my mind because it's so darn beautiful. And now I get to have it on my body. And here it is. Okay, so number 1 item you need. And this is such a good one, gang, because it's easy to wear. It's perfect for all climates, figure flattering, and it solves the I'm not a skirt short person for summer months. And it's one and done. The knit dress. So I have on the Sundry Malibu dress. This is exclusive to Evereve, only available at our stores, online. We had this dress last year, so you might remember it because it is that good. Why do we love this dress? Well, let's count the reasons. You know I would love to make myself a good old list for loves. Number 1, it's got this really fun tiering on the skirt. So if you ever put on a dress and you just feel kind of pretty in it, makes you want to groove. My daughter, if she's watching, she'd be horrified. So we're just going to now I'm going to do the Charleston. But it really is one of those dresses that just, you feel light, breezy, Aryan. Number 2, it's got a little bit of a higher natural waist. Now this is actually a blessing for so many of us. Long-waisted, short-waisted, little bit of a tummy. It grazes over your waist. So it's going to hit you below your bust line. So it's not an empire, but it's above your natural waist. So I love that because you get a little bit of this just forgiveness all through here. Number 3, it is more of a midi length. So if you are shorter like me, 5'3", if you are a tall, long, and lean mama like Dylan or like Charlotte, if you guys haven't caught them yet, by the way, their stories are amazing. So flattering, it's just going to be hitting you higher. There is no right or wrong for the length of this dress. And if you are really petite, tinier than me, then you can just treat this dress like a maxi and you're good to go. Now it's a racer back, which I like that actually adds a little bit of sexiness to it. But the strap is thick enough that if you're wearing your racer back bra, you still feel covered up. It is casual enough to throw on over a suit, but elevated enough that you can pop it on with a wedge and feel good to go, all dressed up for all the things. So now this is the brand new print we just got in, this great kind of black and gray tie-dye, but I like it because it's not tie-dye, tie-dye, tie-dye. It's more of kind of a marble abstract print. I almost think in some ways it kind of looks like a pretty night sky, which is kind of lovely and feels fresh and new. Now, if you are more of a solid gal, which I know many of you are, it also comes in this beautiful, beautiful black color. Now, I would actually say this is more like a washed down black, so almost like a oxided gray. I don't know if that helps, but you can see the difference here between this dress and this dress. Both really cute. The solid is great because I think you just need that black dress in your closet, right, to do all the things, but the tie-dye is a really fun option. You guys, we just got this in. I'm going to tell you right now, every knit dress that we have has been flying out the door. I know many of you are starting to think about warm weather, either travel or just at home, and this is an absolute staple you need in your closet. The Malibu kind of makes you feel like you're in California, which is kind of dreamy. So fun. Okay, other knit dresses. I'm going to bring out the dress. You know I'm going to bring it out. I mean, you know I have to talk about it, right? Do you remember I talked about it last week during live? It's the Reverie, and I just have to remind you of the fabulosity of this dress. Okay, here's the dealio. Also a midi, so it's going to hit you similar spot to the Malibu that I'm wearing now. This is from Z Supply. V-neck instead of a scoop. Now, I think they hit about the same place. I would say the Sundry is just a teeny tiny bit higher. The V, I think, on the Reverie comes up to right about here. Both work great if you are more petite on top or if you're more curvy. The difference I'd say in the bottom is that this guy, more of a straight hem all the way. Well, it's a little bit of a high-low, but I don't think you get much of that effect. Whereas in the Reverie, you're going to have that side kind of cutaway, which I love that for leg lengthening. Short legs, long legs. Who doesn't want longer legs? Go for it. Really, really pretty. The Sky modified racer back. So depending on like the close set straps of your bra, I know everyone's a little different. This guy can be regular bra friendly or also wear it with a racer back. Comes in gajillion colors. So your solid black, again, your black staple dress, everybody needs one. This yummy coral that has that great little hit of tie-dye. The yellow version also has that, which I think is so darn fun. Gray, this is what I was wearing on live last week, so if you want to see, hop on over to Evereve TV and you can see me wearing it. So good. The black and white stripe, which I gotta tell you, one of my favorites. So flattering, so fun, and there's just something about it that just feels a little bit more elevated when you get that stripe in. Of course, this spiral tie-dye. So if you're loving tie-dye, again, I got two different ways to do it. And then this beautiful kind of rosy blush color. It's like a cross between a blush and a terracotta. More wash down. Really, really beautiful. Either one of these dresses, great with a little denim jacket thrown over. This is your like grab and go dress, the one you're going to live in constantly. Throw it up in a, like roll it up, throw it in a suitcase. You're going to wear them constantly, I'm telling you. So this is actually one, I got to tell you, it is a kind of a multi-purchase, like buy two. Buy the black and maybe a fun color, buy the tie-dye and a solid, or the stripe and the tie-dye. But it is one that you're just going to keep reaching for again and again all summer, and you're going to wish you had more than one. Agreed? Agreed, right? So good. Okay, sizing. Both, I think, run true to size. So in Sundry, you know Sundry runs 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I wear a 1 in this and a small. Same with the Reverie. I wear my normal size small in it, and I find that they both, because they're knit, generous, room for your bust line, both graze your waist, so they're not fitted through here, so you don't need to size up. And I think they start to look a little sloppy if you do. So true size in both of these guys. Okay, so we've talked Malibu, we've talked Reverie, two knit dresses that we absolutely love. I'm gonna sneak out one that is really starting to sell like crazy, but we got a new color in, so it's super fun. And you might have caught Ashley wearing this little puppy during one of her stories recently. This, another Z Supply winner. This is the Blakely. Wanted to make sure I had like another B name in my head. This is the Blakely. Now this is in our spring catalog. It's got that great ruffle sleeve just over the top of your shoulder. So just a little bit more coverage if you want that. Also though, it just came in this awesome green color. So I don't know, which one do you like better? It's hard to say. I love the black. I love the green. What I think is fun about both of these, they're more of a straight cut, but again, not clingy. They have this fabulous side slit. So why do we love that? Well, number one, I'm going to be real here. On a hot day, I want a little air. Want some movement, want some circulation. So I love being able to just kind of get that leg out. Maybe I'm sitting and having lunch on a patio. I'm seeing hearts. I'm hoping everyone means that they're agreeing with me. Yes, yes, yes. So it just like a little bit more breathability, doesn't feel constricting. I also do love this sleeve because it's just a little bit more coverage, and the neckline is more open too. So even in a crew, it's not feeling choked up. Both really fun, fresh and fun. Don't say too many F words in a row because they're hard to say. So fresh and fun. Love this little guy from Z Supply, and it's also a really good price, $64. I mean, you can't go wrong. The black is selling like hotcakes. Just got the green in, but we don't have as many as we had in the black to even start with. So if you love it, snag it before it's gone. Okay, speaking of selling like crazy hotcakes, I got to bring out the Weekender. You might recognize this little puppy. We had it in one of our emails last week. It's also the back cover of our March catalog in tie-dye, and gone. I mean, you guys, gone. I asked the team if they could pull one for me from one of our stores and from the website. Couldn't, because it's gone. I mean, it's crazy. There are a handful out there, but only a handful. But there are also still some black out there. This guy, now, when I think about all the dresses, right, they all kind of do something a little different. Now, I think the Malibu is just a fun, like, you can dress this guy up a little bit or dress it down. It's really, really versatile. I think your Reverie is just your summer workhorse. It is like the do all things, everything from a swim cover up to a fun little lunch on the patio. Be there, wear it, live in it. Now, the Weekender, this is my baseball mom dress. I want everyone out there who has a baseball or softball player at home and who's going to be sitting on those sidelines, hardcore, many hours during the next few months to get this dress. You will not regret it. Here are the reasons. Number one, I love that it has a waistband, okay? So elastic waistband on this puppy. The skirt, not tight, has pockets. It is modeled after our Saturday skirt bottom, but the top, because it's more of this tank silhouette and it has that waistband, blouses over. Love that. So forgiving. Also, guys, it's just a little bit cooler. So if you just want a shorter dress, it's going to hit you right above your knee. It is a true racerback. I'm going to be honest, when I wear this puppy, I just throw on my sports bra because I know sitting on those sidelines, I am going to be sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. Pop it on with a little baseball cap. If I need a cover up, I throw on a jean jacket or a little bomber and I am ready to go. Absolutely love this guy. I wore it to death last summer. Cabin wear, all the places. You're going to want this, so snag it while you can. We are getting restocked in the tie-dye. It is coming in a few weeks. Can hardly wait for it, but in the meantime, if you haven't snagged your good old basic black dress, this is the one for you. Same as this sundry, same as the Malibu, the Weekender runs normal sizing, true size. Okay, here's the fun thing about knit dresses. You can dress them up. It doesn't have to be just casual. Now, I showed you some really fun options, right, that are a little bit more cash, a little easier to wear. But then I'm thinking about, what about, I mean, there are some things happening in lives, right? We are maybe going to be sitting in backyards or on patios or having dinners or maybe even like some occasions this summer, which we didn't even have to think about last summer, and so darn fun. But I know you want a comfy, cute dress to wear to those things. So I grabbed two really fun ones that I have to talk about. The first, now you know this. Now, it's called the Ultra Rib Dress. I call it the Magic Dress. This is the Magic Dress. So black and in this yummy, yummy coral. The black is just selling, selling, selling. And I feel like the sister dress in coral is like neglected. So I wanted you guys to see this yummy, yummy color. Now, does this have any hanger appeal whatsoever? It does not. Does it have on body appeal? Oh, yes, it does. It is incredible on your body, and here is why. All this side ruching is the secret sauce to making this dress look good if you are curvy, if you are straight, if you are busty, if you are flat-chested, if you've got some gear in your trunk, if you are working on it with the squats. It does not matter, tall, petite. Guys, this dress, it's like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Dress, right? Remember that book series? This is the dress version of it. You don't need to believe me. Go online, check out the reviews for this dress, if not in coral, in black. There is so much love for this dress, and it is one of those pieces where you just need to get it on your body, and you will be so grateful you did. Beautiful boat neckline, which is just like the Michael Stars boat neck. It's from Michael Stars in this yummy, yummy rib fabric. It just does all the things. So this is your dress up, easy, wear it all the places dress. You will love it, and it's not too thick, so not too hot. Always one of my criteria for knit dresses. Okay. And then the last fun little, like, let's go and have a cocktail somewhere, right, is this amazing dress. Oh, someone asked, that dress? Yes. The Ultra Rib dress is an amazing maternity dress. And that is another reason I love it. And that tells you how much stretch it has, right? It's incredible as a maternity dress. So, so good. Many, many people have worn it that way. I love seeing pictures when people do. Oh, those baby bumps are so darn cute. Okay. All right, so last fun knit dress is this great little dress from Z Supply. Here are the reasons I love this. Number one, halter neckline, so beautiful. Show off those shoulders. I always say ankles and shoulders don't age and look good on everybody. So I'm embracing my shoulders this summer. I'm going to wear this halter. It's going to make me feel sexy and beautiful. Number 2, smocked waistband. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Z Supply, for designing this amazing detail. It is adjustable. It's going to hit you in all the right spots. And then you've got this fun tiering, not that different actually from the Malibu dress that I'm wearing now, that just has so much movement. Now, guys, recognize this kind of cloud print? We had that yummy sweatshirt that I wore maybe a month or 2 ago in live that you loved, loved, loved. Yeah, here it is again. So beautiful. Such a fun one. Would this work on petites? You're 5'4" barely? Yes, I actually tried it on because I was like, this is not going to fly on my body. It does because of that great smocked waistband, so you can kind of pull it up a little bit. I liked it for me with more of a wedge. I thought that just felt easier. Or, do I have that shoe yet? I'm going to grab it. This little Schutz guy would be adorable with this, just to dress it up a little bit more and gives you a little bit of height without feeling like you're teeter-tottering. So totally works if you are more petite. Really fun one. Okay, so we have talked easy knit dresses. Number 1 thing you need in your closet. All right, number 2. Let's talk about the cutoff. Are you ready for shorts? I need to know if you're ready to embrace the short. I think many of you are, because I'm seeing some love for shorts. So here's the deal. I think there are 2 incredible silhouettes that you can try. Go either way. This dress is a small, by the way, guys, in case you're wondering. So either way in a cutoff, I think both are amazing. And here's why we have finally found the holy grail of cutoffs. They are not tight on your thighs. Finally, thank you, denim gods, for figuring out that we do not want sausage cutoffs, right? We want more of a straight, open leg that is flattering, flattering, flattering. So there are 2 incredible versions that I just want to give a shout out to. The first is the Cut Jane. Now, which is back here. Okay, so the Cut Jane is an update to the Gidget that you might have known and loved from last year. I talked about this a lot last year as a slightly slimmer alternative to the A. Goldie Parker, but one that I still really liked because it gave you a touch more length, a little bit more room in the hip just because of the way the Cut designs their jeans. One of my absolute favorites, and I always felt like a good kind of running around baseball game, soccer game, in and out of the car kind of short. Now, they came out this year, thank you, Cut, with this amazing Jane short. Now, I feel like this is just a direct sister to that Parker A. Goldie. Same idea, guys. More of an open leg, that great destructed feel. It comes in this yummy, yummy blue as well as in white. Here are a couple sizing tips on this one. Now, I think that cutoffs run a little bit more small than your regular cut jean. So if you are a normal size 8 in denim, and in cut denim, you go down to a 6. In cutoffs, I would wear your 8. I just think you want a little bit of that extra room. And then how does this short fit differently than the A. Goldie Parker? I think there's a touch more room in the hip. Just a little bit more ease, which I like a lot. And it's just a slightly lower rise. Those are the differences, okay? Both amazing. Do they ride up when you move? Oh, doesn't that make you nuts? Nuts, like you're walking and all of a sudden you feel like you've got like denim underwear on. This is what I think is so great about this more open leg, is that it doesn't, because it's not cinching your leg, right? Like that feeling you would have before when you take a step and then you can just feel it crawling and you're like doing this pull, right? Doesn't that make you nuts? These do not do that, which I think is so fabulous. Okay, now then we get to the A. Goldie Parker cutoff. Now this is, you've heard me say this before, I'm going to tell you again because I think it's good to know the power of the people. Our best selling short ever. Ever. In all of Every's history. So if you don't believe me, believe all the people, because they've been loving this short, and I actually convinced someone last week to buy it and she loves it, so that's good news. Here's the deal. The Parker now comes in 2 lengths. So the original length that we had last year, which very, very similar to the Jane from Cut. Okay, so it's slightly shorter length. Now, it also comes in a longer length, which is fantastic. It actually gives you a couple extra inches, which I think is so nice if you want more coverage, but it is still not tight on your thigh. Same rise, okay, so you're still gonna get that higher rise. You're gonna get that same great vintage wash, but guys, just a little bit longer, so you can kind of see the difference here. Both delightful, both yummy. I'm gonna be honest, I have both in my closet because sometimes I want a long one, and then that was you. That's so fun. I love it. So sometimes I want the shorter one, and some days I just feel like I want more coverage. Now you have both. Now people always ask, like, true to size, true to size, true to size. I was talking about this with my gal who does my hair, and we decided that the solution was you got to think about how you want to wear them. So if you want them to be a little bit more shaped to your body, maybe the way you wear cutoffs is that this is like your alternative to denim in the summer, then I buy my true size. If I want a more relaxed pair and I just want them to be more knocking around, then I went up a size. They do stretch, and I promise you they will. You might put them on at first and feel like they're too tight. They absolutely do stretch. And so that was kind of something I fell into backwards when I bought a bigger size because I felt like they were too tight. And then they stretched out, and I was like, oh, okay, this is like a good little knock around, but maybe I want one that's fun for like dinner out. Then I bought my true size. So that's my advice for the Parkers. I just think in general, like sizing up one always feels good in cutoffs, but I do love that in these the leg is not so tight, so you don't feel constricted. Okay, so you need a knit dress. You need yourself a cutoff. Let's stay in that bottoms territory. The other thing you need, and this is so darn fun, is you need a beachy pant. What the heck is a beachy pant? I mean, what are we talking about here? You know what we're talking about? We're talking about your new summer jogger. I know, you've been living in a jogger for a year. I have been too. And maybe I'm not ready to get into denim. Not every day. Definitely not today. That's the reason I'm wearing a dress. So this to me is my answer to every day this spring and summer when I don't want to put on a jean. It is the beach pant. What is it? It's easy, it's breezy, it's comfy, it's flattering, and it's super versatile. So I grabbed two of my favorites. Oh, where to start? Okay, so let's start with this guy because you know this pant. So this is the Cruise pant. It's actually from Ronan Ryan, so this is only at Every, which is so fun. This pant has this great little slit up the front. It's an updated version to the version we had last year, and I think this version is so fun because it has, I don't know, kind of the sex appeal with that front slit, which is so great. Smocked waistband, which is like a super sexy, super cute way to dress up an elastic waistband. Thank you very much. Looks great with a little tank tucked in. My tip on this kind of pant always is to wear something just a smidge more shaped in your top. I've got a couple that I'm going to show you. But in black, you're going to live in this. I was talking about this with my girlfriend the other day. This is the pant that she absolutely loves because she's always cold. And I know many of you out there are always cold, right? So this is a really, really great one to wear. Now, an alternative, if you don't want to go black, remember this one's in a little bit of a gauze fabrication, which is so fun, is this version from Cloth & Stone, more of a chambray, which is so pretty and light and airy. This is a true wide leg. Feels fabulous on. You know Cloth & Stone for their just yummy, yummy drape. So lovely and so easy to wear. Now, both of these are a wider leg silhouette, okay? So I think this goes back to, again, with that smocked waistband, why you want something more fitted. So for me, I think you go one of two ways. First choice, your boat neck tank from Michael Stars, okay? This is your tried and true staple. This is the top of the ribbed dress, the side ribbed dress, exact same silhouette, done in a tank. One of the most reviewed items on our site. Look at all the yummy colors it comes in. Again, this is one, if you don't believe me, check out the people. They absolutely love, love, love this tank. It is easy to layer things over it. Mel actually popped it on, I think, under this dress, which looked amazing. So it's a nice way if you want a little bit more coverage or just want to add a contrast color. It looks great under a jacket. But I love it because it skims but doesn't hug the body. So a really easy one to pop on underneath and paired back to a little beach pant. Now, if you want something with a little bit, I'd say slightly more relaxed fit, just slightly more relaxed fit. Then I'm going to go with the Iris tank from Michael Stars. Now this is a muscle tank, so you're going to get a little bit more coverage on your shoulder than you would in the boat neck. Crew neck, but not super, super high. If you want to see what this looks like on, obviously check out our website, or I was wearing this back to just a pair of A Goldie denim a couple weeks ago. You can see it on every TV. We just got in this super yummy tie-dye. I love this. It's like pinks and purples and whites, but it also comes in this super cool kind of camo animal situation. This black and white tie-dye, and then of course white and black. I bought both the solids because that's what I do. And it's really, really flattering. That muscle tank silhouette is a thing. Ash is actually going to do a reels for you so you can see how to wear it. But I am kind of loving this because it gives me just a little bit of coverage. So then tucked into your beach pant and you're good to go. Okay, I know that there are some peeps out there who are like, beach pant, I don't know, that seems tricky or hard, or maybe I'm too petite, or maybe I'm too tall. So I wanted to pull just one really fun alternative for you, and it's like a cheater on our list of 5, but I had to show you because it's so darn good, is this great little Michael Stars maxi skirt. Is this not the yummiest of yummy? I mean, how fun is this guy? More of an ombre effect. It is kind of like, for color, guys, I'd say it's more of like a greenish gray, white, and then down to a really light gray. This, I would say, absolutely is killer, killer, killer good with the boat neck. Balance out the volume of this skirt, much like the beach pant, with something a little bit more shaped. Home run hero, one of my faves. Absolutely love it. So, so good. So, I mean, if this doesn't make you want to get on a patio, I don't know what will. I mean, it's just so darn pretty. So darn pretty. Okay, so we've talked beach pant, we've talked cutoff, we've talked neck dress. Short sleeve sweatshirt. Here's the deal. It is almost gone. I mean, almost to the piece. This was the front cover of our March catalog. We had it in our email blast earlier this week, and it's in our email blast today. It is blowing, blowing, blowing out. So if you like this guy, I suggest you snag it while you can. From Michael Stars, it's so fun, right? Because it kind of looks like a top, but I saw comments that someone made on it, but it's a sweatshirt, which is so delightful. We've been living in sweatshirts just like we've been living in joggers. This is a really fun spring update. I am partial to this bone color. It's kind of a cross between almost a lilac and a cream, so something kind of in between that. The ruffle, I think, is so pretty, but here's a little secret sauce about this guy. Look at this ingenious design. Okay, so you're not going to get that like super low cut. Wow, that is a part of my body that has not seen the sun in a long time. So you're not going to get that super low cut down here where you're worried about your bra poking out. Covered, no problem. And then you've got this great little ruffle sleeve. Just give yourself a little bit more coverage, right? So, so good. So bone, this charcoal, which I think might actually be gone, and then this yummy, yummy lilac, which is a color I have never liked until this year, and now I'm officially obsessed with it. Ugh, I want all the things purple. Okay, so short sleeve sweatshirt, cutoff, knit dress, beachy pant, slides. Okay, now we have been talking Freedom Moses like crazy, right? Here's the deal with this sandal, just kind of like level set for everyone why we love this guy so much. Number one is the price. I mean, it's $50 and under. Fabulous, fabulous price. Number two, what I think I wear this slide for is my flip-flop upgrade. Okay, you know the flip-flops that I'm talking about. The ones that you bought for like $5 out of a bin because you needed them in a hurry and you were getting a pedicure, or you've just had them in your car and you slip them on and off, and then all of a sudden you look down on them and you realize that they could look better. Like maybe they kind of look like a shower shoe that you had in college, and now it's time to trade them in. I say trade them in, guys. Get this guy instead. It is more comfortable than a flip-flop because it has a molded footbed. You got that two-strap situation, so you're not going to get that flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop noise that happens with flip-flops. They are still pool-friendly because molded, right? So waterproof, recyclable. So when you're done with them, literally throw them into your recycling bin and they will get recycled. And they are frankly so darn cute and comfortable. So the whole thing is molded. You can see down to the buckle, not a real buckle. So you just slide it in. They are one of my favorite shoes. I got them last year and I have bought a couple pair and this is what I absolutely live in. So fun. So this slide is absolutely a thing for the season. I'm thinking of it as just like that by the door shoe you wear all the time. Now, so this is your casual version, right? Then your slightly upgraded version is a Burke. I mean, is this not the best thing to ever happen to fashion? I know some people are going to disagree with me, but I'm telling you right now, like, you will never get me off the Burke train because once I put these on my feet 10 years ago, they're never coming off. Molded footbed, so darn comfy, a little bit wider than the Freedom Moses. So if you have a slightly narrow foot, the Freedom Moses is really good. If sometimes I know people struggle with that in Burks, they just feel too wide. But here's the best thing that's happening with Burks. They've gone fashion. So this is one of my faves, this great little neutral camo, so darn cute. I mean, I paired it back to this tie-dye dress because I think it really works. It's just easy and a fun little combination. But I did also want to grab this guy. It's an online only style in this rose gold, which I think is so pretty. So darn cute. I mean, look at the buckle. I mean, rose gold. I mean, you can't go wrong. And then there's also an amazing green camo pair that I absolutely love. Here's the thing about Burks is that I think they start to lose their charm when they start to get really worn down. And we're all guilty of it because we love them so much and we wear them all the time. So I say, you know how much you're going to wear them. Treat yourself to a new pair every summer and just wear the heck out of them like crazy. Get them on your toes. The slide is a thing. You need to have them on your feet. And last but not least, I just wanted you to see that, like, slides can go fashion. There's such a fun way to do it. So I pulled this little Sam Edelman slide because I think this is like the coolest, like, pool slide glow up I have ever seen in my entire life. They are also crazy comfortable. A little bit more of a wedge so you guys can see just from the side how I'm getting that extra height, that squishy footbed, as well as upper. You can totally wear them with a dress, which is so fun. They also look great with a cutoff. They're a nice alternative to a Burke, I think, or a Freedom Moses. And the silhouette is just so darn easy. You cannot go wrong. Okay, that's our list. Our list of 5. Check them off. They're so good. Things are flying, guys. So if you see something, you better get it because I just know it's going to be gone in a hot second. This was a fun live. Thanks so much for joining me. And don't forget, if you have any questions, I always post them in our feed afterwards. We're happy to answer them. I answer some questions sometimes too. I'm always on the lookout for that. And I hope everyone has some fun getting that closet updated. See you soon. Take care.